Today, from Memphis, Tennessee, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jordan Love and the Memphis Egyptians versus Tyrod Taylor and the Austin Armadillos.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Now Jones. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
One of the classiest quarterbacks in the NFL and always in a difficult position because he has the skills to be a starter, but there's usually a youngster behind him that they're grooming and they want on the field. But when given an opportunity to be the guy, he's led teams to the playoffs, and he's also gone to the Pro Bowl. A great combination of arm and legs, not to mention a brilliant mind.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 31, Taylor. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor will throw again. He completes it to Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Taylor will throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Taylor on the slant. He'll get it to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Yeah, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Taylor. Touchdown! It's complete. Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 1st-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 19 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They juked him, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. In trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Richard Sherman. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a handoff for Gore. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to be taken yard line. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner. A
really big loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Taylor. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
The throw taken in by Hamilton, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Love. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Love. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. To the air again, Love. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
2nd and goal from the 1. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Egyptians are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Gore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Escapes the sack. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. It's complete. It's Gore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Connor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And it's caught. Touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Armadillos have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by
trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And going right back to Pittman. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Taylor to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw again is Taylor. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2nd and 11. Throwing. Love. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Going back to Love. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. The Saints trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. 2 touchdowns in that game for J.K. Dobbins. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Najee Harris, 3 touchdown runs. In our game, it's Tyrod Taylor who's been on the offensive in the first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Love swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Love now. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Here's Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Zaven Collins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
On 2nd down, Pollard, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And our focus now moves on to Larry Fitzgerald. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score them, oh, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Taylor on first down. Drops it underneath to Gore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it a second down. Now Taylor. He's got Gore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll get 3.
Luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Jones has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. It's Gore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action, it's Taylor. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here's Taylor. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gore. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Suck up for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle feeling pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Taylor.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Taylor. A dump off here for Gore. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Following the penalty, it's Gore. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down.
135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
on first down. Gore. And down inside the 15 he goes.
The carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Jones.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this carry number 20 for Frank Gore. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Taylor. Touchdown! That's caught. Eric Ebron. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Armadillos are able to stretch out their lead.
But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
From the 31, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down, Love to pass. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Love. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Love. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career. So he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Austin's offense ready to go again. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed.
Gore hit. He lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Austin, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.